In the beginning, there were gyms. In the prophecy, there were many stages. The first stage being confusion, not knowing what is going on, what are we doing. But then through the confusion, we got to understanding. And through understanding, grew legends and groups who would sweep the land with great vengeance and playing clean. But then the bottom dwellers who woke up in the morning to see they had 0 gyms. They had a rage inside them that grew very, very bright, and they wanted to take it out on the rest of the world. And so they built the machines. The machines would sweep cities and level gyms overnight. The chaos continued. The machines continued to reap the land and get the benefits, while the rest of us sat in confusion. And so we are entering the last stages. Soon the gyms will be wiped clean and the prophecy will be fulfilled. Okay, guys. No, but seriously, welcome to my first top 10. I'm going to go over the Pokemon that you're going to want to power up because I'm convinced at this point that the gyms are going to get leveled. Everything is going to be clean. I know this is like the 6th time I talk about this, but I'm making a dedicated video. Top 10 Pokemon. My personal, okay, before I get started. Yeah, so yeah, that, and this is my personal top 10. This is not through, statistics on websites, who's better, this and that. This is through my own personal playing. Is it going to be a perfect list? Of course it's not. But this is just, from me, all right? Seeing that I battle every single day, and I see what's decent, what's not. But I'm going to tell you that pretty much almost every Pokemon has got, a little something there to offer. So, with that said, let's get into the top 10. Okay, so I'm going to start at 10, and I'm going to work my way down to number 1, who you just absolutely should power up. And like I said, before I start this is just, it was kind of hard. It wasn't too hard making the list, but this is my personal list. And, granted, I haven't used or battled against every Pokemon with their best defense set. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump right into this. So, at number 10, and once again, these are Pokemon that you're going to want to power up after the gym rework hits. You're not going to be able to put your Dragonite anymore. Well, you will be, but consider this. Somebody's going to be there first. If you're there first, you get to do it. If you're not, you don't. You get to put your Blissey, your Dragonite, your Gyarados, your Vaporeon, whatever you're going to do, that your top tiers. Before we get started, let's just look really quick. Your top tiers. So you're going to have Dragonites, you're going to have Rhydons, you're going to have Tyrannitars, Gyarados, Snorlax, Blisseys, Donphins, Espeons, Flareons, Exeggutors, big time Exeggutors, Golems, Machamps, Alakazams. All of these that you see up here are going to be the things that you're going to probably most commonly be seeing in the gyms. I hope it's 1. Limit 1. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the top 10. So anyways, like I said, one last time, my personal preference. Coming in at number 10, I do believe you're going to want to power up a Tentacruel. They've got pretty good defense. They hit nicely. And considering they're poison, they're weak against ground, that people might use ground types. So that poison's not going to be very effective, but when that Hydro Pump comes out, if they don't dodge, it's going to get them pretty good. If they're using electric type, then that Poison Jab is going to be neutral. It's going to do good damage to them. Same with Hydro Pump, it's just neutral. So I personally think you're going to want to power up a Tentacruel. I put him in a gym before, and he held his own pretty good. And it looks like he could reach around between 22 and 23 here. So there's number 1. Number 2, all we got to do is move right up here just an inch, and it is going to be Victory Bell. Now, the Pokemon that I'm talking about powering up, these are the ones that you're going to be wanting to throw in a gym, because it doesn't really matter for the attackers, because there's no limit on the attack. unless they make it so you can't pick more than, say, two of a certain kind of Pokemon while you attack a gym, which is probably not happening, and that's really not needed. So we're focusing on Pokemon you're going to be dropping in a gym. I'm sorry I keep saying that. I just want to be completely clear so everybody's on the same page. All right, so we're at number 9. Victory Bell. He's a very good defender. His CP doesn't reach that high, but he is, strong against Vaporeon. A lot of people use Vaporeon to take out a gym. So I recommend you give him a power up if you want. I mean, Solar Beam. This is my all right. I'm pretty sure he deals the most damage using Solar Beam. It's intense, more than maybe Exeggutor does more, but every time I use Solar Beam with Victory Bell, it destroys it. Literally takes off almost all their health. It's crazy. So Victory Bell with Razor Leaf and Razor Blade. That's personally that's the best defense move set. Okay. So now let's go ahead and move on to number 8. So there's 2 Pokemon for number 8 because a 10 Pokemon limit. I could do 20. It's kind of like hard because there's going to be a lot of great Pokemon to power up. And please, before I go on any further, these are not like, this is the list that I'm putting out, and these are the best Pokemon to power up, period. No, these are my personal opinions. Okay, so Hitmonlee. I don't know exactly where he's going to max out at, but I personally think you're going to want to, power up a Hitmonlee. What moveset? It's up to you, but personally, Rock Smash and Brick Break would be the ideal moveset you're going to want to probably put into a gym. I don't think I have any Rock Smash Brick Breaks. Nope. But that's what you're going to want. Probably Legacy moveset. If you don't have that, Rock Smash Close Combat does a beautiful job as well. Downside is only 1 attack for 100, but hey, it's still nice. Alright, now mixed in with number 8 is going to be Hitmonchan. Another good one here. And you're probably like, well, why these? Their CP's low. Well, because, excuse me, we're looking for Pokemon, guys, that other people aren't generally going to be powering up. That other people aren't really not have very many candies for, and or don't think that are too good, but are pretty good in the end. When it's all said and done, they're generally okay defenders. Not the best, but we're looking at lower tiers here. We're not looking at top tiers. All right, so Hitmonchan. What moveset? To be honest, this thing gets really wacky moves. So let's go ahead and look at mine. I'm assuming a lot of these can be good for a defender. Rock Smash, Thunder Punch. That sounds like a pretty good defender. Not so much this, or not so much that. So if I was you, I'd personally go with probably a 2 fighting move. If you don't have a 2 fighting move, maybe you just, experiment. Alrighty, so let's move it along. Now we're going to have to go down to Gen 2. And somebody asked me to tell or say what my favorite top 10 or 15 Pokemon, my favorite Pokemon are through Gen 1 through 2, which I will go over after I'm done doing the top 10, my personal defenders recommendations here. All right, so let's go ahead and go down, and the next one is going to be Umbreon. Yeah, he's got an extremely high defense stat, guys. He's got good HP, and if you've seen me battle with him, chances you have. This thing keeps coming and coming and coming. He will not go down. Like, he will go down, obviously, but his health, it's just, he takes hit after hit after hit. It's a tank. I've battled him in a gym maybe like twice. I've battled somebody else's who's on the same team. I was just training it, and my gosh, it was a pain in the butt to train because this thing is one tough cookie, seriously. So the attacks you want on him are probably going to be Feint Attack and Foul Play as a defender. This works great as an attacker as well. So his CP looks like he's going to be reaching around 21-ish, 20 around there. So there you go. At number 6 is, or I'm sorry, number 7, Umbreon. All right, so now let's go to number 6. My number 6 recommendation for power up with gym rework, and that's going to be Ursaring. Now, this guy right here is no joke. To be honest, he's probably closer into the top, you know, list here. Not even the lower tier. He's in the top tier for sure. But I'm throwing him in here because he's one, strong thing. If you see my latest battle video, the one I just uploaded, a level 9 Mystic, it took out 2 Blissies. It got defeated at the end of the second Blissey, but I mean, give me a break. If you see it literally had just a sliver health left, and I was kind of being slacking on the dodging towards the end there. And the moveset was this. It was this. I was gonna say it was this bear. It was this Ursaring. Counter Hyper Beam took out 2 Blissies. Okay, just let that sink in. Like it was seriously nice, and it's only 26. So he's gonna definitely be something you want to power up to throw in a gym, because he's gonna get you a nice high spot up there for sure. What movesets do you want? It's personally up to you. Metal Claw is good, and Rough Play is good. So if you have that, don't think it's not good, because I'm pretty sure Play Rough is its best defense moveset. So anyways, you're going to want to power up an Ursaring for sure, period. So that's number 6. Now we're going to go up to number 5. I do believe it's right. Still in Gen 2. Yeah, it's another Gen 2. Kingdra. Kingdra is water and dragon, so it's not weak against ice. The only thing it's weak against is dragon. So you're going to be, if you get attacked by, Seadra or Dragonite or another Kingdra, chances are that's the only thing that's going to be able to do damage to you, or Gyarados, or whatever else has got a dragon move. Basically that. Excuse me a second. So what defense move set do you want? Which one do you want to power up to throw in a gym? Personally, I would throw this one. Blizzard is 1 attack. Like I said, you were going to want those 2 attacks, and I'm going to show you just in a second the correct moveset you're going to want. But this one's maxed out. It destroys Dragonites. Like, it just seriously destroys them. If its CP got up to 3,000, it would be better than Dragonite, period, I think. So you're going to want to power up one of those. Let me go ahead and show you a moveset here. Water Gun, Hydro Pump, not bad. Dragon Breath, Blizzard, that's not bad either. Water Gun and Blizzard, that's, what it is. Here you go. This is what you actually are going to really want for a defense set is Dragon Breath and Outrage. I don't have that set, but I do have Water Gun and Outrage, so go ahead and give one of those a power up if you have a Dragon Scale with a nice IV Horsey or Seadra. I would make the evolution and power it up. So just my personal opinion, but that's what it is. All right, so we're sticking to Gen 2, and we're going to go ahead and move up here, and we're going to go to my main man, Steelix. Steelix is no joke when it comes to putting him in a gym. His CP doesn't get that high, but he can definitely hold his own. And when a Tamer is battling a Steelix 1 versus 1, and there's no multiple people, like say 3 people attacking the gym at once, and if you're just attacking it by yourself, and say you weren't using a 25 fire type, and you're using just a mutual, this thing, even if you're using fire, this thing right here is going to give you a bit of trouble. It's going to hold its own for a minute. It's definitely a gatekeeper, and I recommend for a defense move set, personally, the first attack as Iron Tail, I would want that one, but if you think about it, a lot of people are using their dragons to attack the Dragonites, so Dragon Tail might be a good one too. But personally, I said it 4 times, Iron Tail and Heavy Slam, that's the moveset you want as a defender. Attacker is great. This is the ideal moveset for an attacker, and it's good for a defender too, but you're going to want Iron Tail and Heavy Slam. So there you go, guys. Steelix, number 4. Now let's go on to number 3. And there's a lot of Gen 2. You know why? It's because there's a lot of Gen 2 CPs are low. So therefore, putting them all into the tier 2 category. So a lot of the Gen 1s are up there on the tier 1. So I mean, that's why I'm not showing those to you, because those are Pokemon that you've all probably already powered up. And keep in mind, there's so many side Pokemon you can power up. An Aerodactyl, I mean, a Skarmory, a Piloswine. I mean, you can power up any of these guys. Like I said before, they're all unique Pokemon with all special abilities and all have something to offer to the table. So this is gym rework is going to be completely amazing. It's going to bring out creativity and uniqueness to every gym, hopefully. And it's just going to be mind blow. I mean, it's going to be nice. But like I said, every Pokemon's got their potential to do their part and help. Not, I mean, there might be a couple Pokemon that are just like, that guy is trash. And yeah, it would be, you would say, yes, that's trash. But for the most part, everything's got something to offer. All right, so we're going to go down to my number 3 recommendation. No, not Tyranitar. No, not Blissey. Miltank. Yes, Miltank. Why? I don't know if you guys know, but Miltank is like Snorlax. It's got a massive defense and it's got great attack. It's got basically the same movesets. This Zen Headbutt and Body Slam is that's a gorgeous moveset as Defender. That's seriously the top, I would say, one of the top. It's probably going to be maybe Slam or like Stomp. I'm not too sure. Maybe Tackle is better for it, but you know, personally, yeah, Miltank. Power up a Miltank, guys. Those things are going to be tanks. They're going to be seriously all over. Once people start realizing, whoa, hold on, Miltank is a tank? But there's a lot of people that already know that. So coming at number 3 is Miltank with the moveset, personally, Zen Headbutt and Body Slam. All right, let's go on to number 2, and we're actually going to go up to Gen 1 now. The last 2 are Gen 1s. So hold on to your seats. We're getting into the last 2 here. Okay. This last one might be a little weird. You might be like, why? He might be a tier 1, but I'm throwing him in here anyways because I love the thing. And it's going to be Mach. Personally, he's always been one of the top Pokemon in Pokemon Go. It's just been a hard to obtain Pokemon. That's why you don't see too many in gyms, probably never in gyms. So what moveset would I recommend? I would go ahead and go with Poison Jam and Dark Pulse as a defender for sure. Although, I mean, I've powered up this one with Sludge Wave. I'm obviously going to be throwing that in a gym, and that's what it is. If you have one with Gunk Shot, then that's the best one. So good job. Keep that and power it up. But personally, Poison Jab and Dark Pulse. And that Dark Pulse does a lot of damage. It doesn't seriously mess around. I was thinking, this Dark Pulse, and it actually hurt. It actually hurt pretty good. Okay, guys, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump in to the number 1 Pokemon that you should be powering up for Gen 2, or I mean, for Gym Rework. Okay, so are you ready? Take a guess. Take a guess. What do you think I'm going to pick? All right. Now that you guessed, let's go ahead and find it. Number 1 is going to be Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is coming in with an astounding amount of health. I mean, look at 222 at 17. And then you're going to want the attacks, probably Pound and Dazzling Gleam is its best moveset, I would say, period. Attacker and Defender. Hyper Beam is what, 150? Cool. So he gets Stab there. Stab from Dazzling Gleam, but you also get, that's 100. So I wouldn't say this is its best attack set, maybe Pound and Hyper Beam, but this is its best defense set right here, Pound, Dazzling Gleam. And if you power one of these up to max, you're going to see we're going to have another tank on our hands here. I'm telling you guys, power up your Wigglytuff. Make sure you power up, a good moveset. And if you ask, what do you think about, I got one with Faint Attack and Dazzling Gleam. I mean, oh, wait, whoa. Retalk here, hold on. Okay, Dazzling Gleam and Play Rough. Got it. Play Rough is good. Okay, so if you have that works, but we're going to go with Pound Dazzling Gleam number 1. So I have a 91% one here. I probably should max this out soon. If you guys want to get an idea of how much it goes up here, let's go ahead and power it up once. HP went up by 2. Not bad. Not bad at all. So this one right here, Wigglytuff 91, Pound and Dazzling Gleam is going to be your number 1 bet. Alright guys, the CP, not great, but that's okay. It is a tank. I fought them in the gym, and they are so underrated. People don't power them up because the CP is probably because it's low. But like I said, it's a tank. It deals out good damage, and it'll take you a minute to take them out. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now we're going to just run through very quickly of my personal top Pokemon in Pokemon Go for the moment. For the moment, I had no premeditation on this. I had the list. I'm looking at the list right here for those top ones. I wrote it down because that was very specific for me. But this one's going to be specific too, but I'm just going to go off of experience, off of just, off of whim. Like, whatever. Let's just jump right into it. So, I'm going to do... Here, I'm going to mark down 10 here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And every time I say a Pokemon, I'll mark one down. And we're going to go countdown from my, so-so to the number 1. And like I said in the beginning, for the other Pokemon, this is my personal opinion, the ones I like. And I haven't even used, like, for instance, let's say he was on the list. Let's just say he was. Bullet Punch and Night Slash. And I'm talking about, all right, the attackers you guys want for this and such. I can't tell you how Iron Head is because I haven't used it. I can tell you it's good. It'll probably be good, but I haven't personally used it. And I'm just giving you an example because I haven't used every, best moveset on all the Pokemon at maxed stage. So, with that said, let's go ahead and start with number 10. And now I'm going to think about this for a minute, and this is off of a whim. So if I had to pick my number 10 Pokemon, mixed in with defense and attack, just an all-around decent Pokemon, I'm going to have to go with number 10, Slowking. He took a Stone Edge like a champ. Seriously took that Stone Edge, and I know it's not very effective, but even the non-effective ones, if they take Stone Edge, like, yeah, it hurts. But he looks like he could take it 2 or 3 more times after that. I was like, really? Man, that's pretty cool. So yeah, what attacks do you want on him? Water Gun is cool. Confusion is the high attacker. That's the one that does a lot of damage. You don't really, Fire Blast would be cool. Psychic is good. I was complaining about my Water Gun and Psychic one. I don't know why. That's the best set. But there it is. So that's my number 10. Marking it off. And we're going to just quickly move along. And, yeah. So, all right. And actually, Ampharos, that's my number 9. I'm going to try to be diverse with types here. Why this one? It's different. It's different from Jolteon. It's different. Well, Magneton's a different period. Nobody really uses him. So, it's hard to get. And he's got an okay amount of defense. His attack is pretty good, too. That Zap Cannon doesn't play around. Hard to get, yes. Hard to get for sure, but recommended. And if you get that moveset, power it up completely. And I also want to touch on my list really quick that I just mentioned about the Pokemon that you want to power up and one of the variables of why I picked those. I picked the ones that are generally in range of everybody to power up, not something super rare like a Lapras or something like that. You know what I mean? Something that's hard to get the candies. So if one of those in there are hard to get candies like Steelix or Ursaring perhaps, or Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, which are probably kind of tough, or Muck, yeah, but they should have been on the list. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into number 7, right? Right. Oh, wait, number 8. Yeah. All right, so at the number 8 spot, let's see here. Let me think about this. Like I said, we're going in at it with a whim. I'm going to have to go with Nidoking, just because I like him. Iron Tail is good against the rock types. Sludge Wave is not very good against the ground, which is, that's okay. But Sludge Wave hits a lot of things neutral, so that's pretty good. And I'm just a Nidoking fan. So there you go. Number 8, Nidoking. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of sick still. All right, so our number 7 spot, I'm going to have to go ahead and pick. And I'm not really being so creative here. I'm just kind of making it quick. It would have to be Donphin. He's got good defense, he's got good attack, and he helps me get the job done whenever I need him. Whenever I need him to take out a Blissey, he's basically doing that for me. Whenever I need him to take out a Tyranitar, he's gonna do that for me, and or Snorlax. He's not the ideal one for attacking a Gyarados, although he can do it, but not recommended. Movesets, Counter, and Earthquake. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to number 6. Let's go ahead and try to find something in the lower tiers here. I'm going to go ahead and recommend Starmie. Why? It's fast, it's strong, it can take care of business. If the most unique thing about Starmie is you're probably thinking, what in the heck? Why is he picking this? But think about it. Its CP doesn't max out too high. Therefore, it's going to help you bring down gyms quicker with that nice attack stat, as opposed to a Vaporeon, which is, if at the same level, it's probably equal or probably, I don't know, better maybe. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure Starmie's got a little bit higher of attack at the same CP at a Vaporeon did. So, what am I getting at here? It'll help you bring down the gyms a little quicker due to its low CP. You could use a Vaporeon, the same thing, but it's a unique Pokemon. It's something else to look at. It looks cool when you attack. You spin side to side. I mean, so there you go. There's that at 6. At number 5, I'm going to have to say Gengar. Gengar with Shadow Ball and Shadow Claw. Shadow Ball does so much damage. It's insane. The only problem with Gengar at the moment is not his glass cannon issue. That's the way Gengar's been from the very beginning of Pokemon. That's perfectly fine. What the problem is the diversity at the moment. But that's going to change with the gym rework, since you got all these Splissies, Snorlax, things that ghosts aren't very effective to. Actually, they're not effective at all, but Pokemon Go, they hurt them. So we'll just keep moving along here. That's the only problem with Gengar. So once that all sorts out, this thing is going to be one of the top Pokemon to put on your team to take out a gym. So there we go at number, what was that, 5, 6. All right. So at number 4 spot, number 4, huh? And I might be leaving out some of my favorite Pokemon just because I'm just kind of trying to, like, you know, be fair here. I don't know. All right, so anyway, we're going to have to go with, at number 4, Machamp. He's a must-have nowadays with all these Blissies, and for the future, for when the Snorlax and the Blissies, there will be hopefully only 2 or 1 of each in the gym. If they're maxed out, he'll help you get the job done, and or a Ursaring. Movesets recommended: Counter, Dynamic Punch, Counter, Close Combat. So there we go at number 4. Number 3. You know what? I would say, you know, I'm missing so many good Pokemon, but this is just a quick rundown here. Confusion and Future Sight Alakazam, but this is going to be another one of those double pickers. At maxed out, I think he does more personally, but this is where the numbers actually would matter, and the statistics and all that, to Espeon. You're going to want one of these, either one, Espeon or Alakazam, but both with the movesets Confusion and Future Sight. We're talking about mostly attacking here, okay? For all these Pokemon that I'm recommending, these are mostly attacking Pokemon, although you could put them as defenders, absolutely. But that's what we're going for. So Alakazam, Espeon, Confusion, Future Sight, period. That's coming in at number 3. So let's go ahead and move down to number 2. Now I think I'm going to have to go a little off my personal favorites and Pokemon I like into more of realism. Number 2 is going to be probably Blissey. This thing, you know, it's just a tank. You know, what can you say? It's Blissey, period. Put it in a gym, it's going to give somebody some trouble sometime. So, what movesets? Personally, fighting these things, the hardest moveset to attack on them, or the most annoying, period. By far, Zen Headbutt and Dazzling Gleam, no contest. Zen Headbutt and followed by Zen Headbutt, Hyper Beam, Pound Hyper Beam, or I mean Pound Dazzling Gleam, and then Zen Headbutt, or yeah, there you go. That was it. So basically, the best moveset, Zen Headbutt, Dazzling Gleam. Second best moveset, Zen Headbutt, Hyper Beam. Personally, I find Pound very silly, easy to just take a hit on that. It's just like, okay. So there you go at number 2. Unfortunately, it's a Blissey. You know, I'm not hating. It's just, you know, everybody's looking at these with the bots. So it's kind of like, Blissey, I'm kind of sick of that damn thing. Well, I don't know. Anyways, number 1. I have no idea. Literally, don't know what to pick. I'm not picking him. I'm just saying he's probably 9.5 for attacking. And the Blissey being number 2 is not good for attacking. If I had to replace the Blissey at number 2 for somebody who'd attack, it's gonna be Tyranitar. Tyranitar with Bite and or Crunch, Bite, Stone Edge, followed by Bite, Fire Blast. Did I say Bite Crunch? Yeah, Bite Crunch. As followed. Fire Blast is good. It does the damage. Stone Edge is going to be something nice when you put him in a gym. It's going to creep up on him and just get him good. And Crunch is just beautiful because, you know, it's Dark type and it has 3. It's for 70 damage and it doesn't mess around. Can you dodge it? Yes, you can dodge everything. And it's, you know, but you know what I'm saying. 3 attacks, better as a defender. Tyranitar, I'm going to have to replace Blissey and put Tyranitar as number 2. Seeing that this is an attack list. All right, so number 10. Let me think about this for a minute. You know, because honestly, technically, when it comes down to it, the best attackers are Espeon, Alakazam, and Gengar. But we're going to look at roundness as a whole. You know, we could go jump to Dragonite and say, you know, Dragonite's the number 1, which it's... With this moveset, it's probably one of the best attackers, in the game, period. Or it could be Gyarados with Dragon Tail and Hydro Pump. And what I'm looking at right now is defense mixed with attack. Because like I said, we could pick Gengar, we could pick Espeon or Alakazam, but those are glass cannons. We're looking for a roundness. So if we had to look for a roundness and an attacker, in my personal ones, not something that I'm just going for that I like, you're going to probably might want to go for Exeggutor with Confusion and Solar Beam, or Zen Headbutt, Solar Beam, or Extrasensory and Solar Beam. Those are your best attacks. Those are your best bets. And I personally think Exeggutor is one of the best attackers in the game. So guys, that was quite a lengthy one. Very sporadic, random, and just, you know, But I hope that helped you guys out. And the gym apocalypse is upon us. Take care.